How's it going, guys? Skoks, Chicago Blackhawks Central here, going to wrap up the Halloween game last night. Hawks and Sharks. Final score 3-2. Not what we wanted to see against the worst team in the league, right? With the Sharks, and it seems like we are now tied for the worst team in the league, which we did not want to see early in the season. But we'll get into the game and get into some of the numbers and the lineups, and we'll get into that. Yeah, right after I roll the intro. Yeah, so let's touch on some of the numbers for the game last night, but we will take a look at the lineup. So let me pull that one up right now, and let's see right here. Let me pull it up. All right, so let me know if everyone can see this just fine. The lineup from last night, Hawks and Sharks, and we had the same lines last night with Kurashev, Bedard, Teravainen on the top line. Once again, not able to execute on any scoring chances. So that's about five, 6 games now for Teravainen. Held off the board. Definitely would love to see him get on the board. Same as number 98, Connor Bedard, as well. Not getting a whole ton from that line. A few great chances, but just not able to convert on those chances, which we definitely need. Top line definitely needs to contribute in a way in converting these scoring chances. Kershev thought he looked all right as well. But all around, the whole line needs to definitely pick it up because you can't just have one line creating offense, right? It's not going to win you a ton of games. So definitely looking for that line to get going here very, very soon. Possibly on Saturday against the Anaheim Ducks. Another, not very great opponent. So hopefully we could see that line get going here. Look at the second line: Taylor Hall, Nick Foligno, and Tyler Bertuzzi. Thought that was probably your best line, or just looking at that last line with Maroon, Reichel, and Craig Smith. Once again, absolutely clicking. Their chemistry looks very good, even though Maroon does get caught behind the play because of his skating ability, but a little nifty with the puck, and that helps. But just a very, very slow, slow skater. So there will be issues there with that, playing with a few quicker players with Reichel and Smith. But Nick Foligno playing center, thought he was just fine there, playing physical. Haven't seen his face-off percentage from last night, but I could always check on that. Tyler Bertuzzi getting on the board. Taylor Hall, thought he's skating better now. Looks like his strides are a lot stronger coming off that injury last year. It looks like he has a little bit more speed now, so that's great to see. And I hope he has some luck getting the puck in the back of the net. Got to put some goals up on the lesser teams. So hoping that he puts one in the net soon. But Bertuzzi scored last night. It's nice to see him get on the board as well. I believe he has 3 goals now. A really nice goal in front of the net, nice rebound, and that's what he's best at. So great to see that. The third line, haven't seen a ton from Mikheyev and Dickinson. I know that they've been playing pretty sound, pretty stout in the D zone, but not creating a whole ton. But Ryan Donato, one of our best players right now in the early season, has 5-6 goals now total, leading the team in goals. The first thing that came to my head is he an interesting trade target for the trade deadline later down the road, or even before that, because he is looking very, very good now. And I mentioned last time when he was scratched for a few games, healthy scratched. I didn't think he needed to be, because he was uh, contributing, and now he's really stepping it up and looks like one of the best players on the team. Obviously, not the most skilled player, right? But definitely contributing, getting on the board and playing tough, skating hard, and that's what you want to see from your bottom six and just one of the best players on the team right now, numbers wise, right? And looks great out there. So shout out to Ryan Donato. Looks like a different player this year. So great to see that. Last line, I touched on Reichel and Smith and Maroon, but Lucas Reichel, I think he's been consistent with his energy, with his effort, with his skating. His creation looks good in the ozone. Not always looking to just shoot and veer off or veer off and just pass it away, but he's looking around, looking to create with the puck in the ozone, whether it's on power play one, which he is now a part of and looks pretty decent on that power play unit. Thought he's been playing very, very well. So it's really nice to see him just play consistent hockey, and I think the numbers are going to show up for him, which they already have in a small sample. So hoping he gets on the board here very soon because he's been looking very good. So shout out to Lucas Reichel once again. On the defense, Vlasic, Jones, but they have been playing Vlasic and Murphy a bit now, and Kaiser and Jones. Seth Jones has been looking a little rough. Hasn't had the best performances lately. Seems a bit choppy with the puck in the ozone, and I don't know, just getting a lot of shots on net that are not leading to a lot. It's not targeted for a deflection, or the rebound seems out of reach when he does get the shot on. Uh, Definitely looking for him to step up a little more now. Just be more sound with the puck. Be more stable with it. I think he's been a little shaky. So hope he improves. Kaiser's been paired with him. Thought he's looked fine. A few moments where he gets a little like outsmarted by some of the players digging in the corner, and he gets beat in that puck battle. But thought he's been all right. So good for Kaiser as a young player. But let's move on to Vlasic, or Alex Vlasic, the best defenseman on this team right now. And I mentioned it last game as well. He is our best defenseman right now on both sides of the ice. He is fantastic. What a great young player that we have on the blue line. Even against the Sharks last night, he had a few drives up the ice where he's carrying the puck from the D zone to the O zone, just looking to create. Didn't have a look on net, right? He didn't get a shot off, but he got in the O zone, carried it up, looked stout, looked strong with the puck, kept his head up, looking for a pass or a shot. He looks fantastic right now. He's our best defenseman, and I'm very, very happy about that. As a young defenseman, right? Just it's awesome. He is the biggest bright spot on defense right now. Nolan Allen and TJ Brody. Once again, TJ Brody, I don't think he should be on the roster. Not a great game once again from Brody. A few turnovers and just looking like he's slow behind the play, basically. Not great. I wish Coach Luke and staff would make a change there and have Isaac Phillips play with Nolan Allen, maybe a little chemistry from Rockford. I think that would help out a bit. So definitely looking to see Phillips get in the lineup here very soon, possibly against the Ducks. I hope so, because Brody, man, not good. Nolan Allen thought he played fine. In the ozone, looking to create a bit. His passing looks pretty good. Getting it to the wingers, up the boards, around the boards. I thought he had a decent game as well, and he's always improving in the D zone, which he is probably better at, right? His specialty. So, decent game from Nolan Allen as well. But Peter Mrazek in net once again. I believe this is his fifth or sixth game in a row starting. I believe it's the fifth game, but I don't love starting him 5 games in a row just with his prior groin injuries. Something that's pretty serious when it does get re-aggravated, and he could miss a little while here. And he is our best goalie right now, and I just don't see the need to push his starts early in the season. I don't understand it. Even with Coach Luke's reasoning with Arvid Soderblom getting back with the team, seems like he's already good to go, and he's been practicing and all that. But I just don't agree starting Mrazek 5 games in a row, and we lost anyways to the Sharks. So it's not like it made a whole big difference. Maybe one goal was a bit soft through his legs there, couldn't tighten up the pads, and he let one trickle through. But didn't think he needed to play last night on Halloween. Definitely could have seen Soderblom in that, and we'll probably see him on Saturday against the Anaheim Ducks. But let's check out some of the numbers last night really quick here. Let me wrap it up with the numbers. Shots, 29 shots for the Sharks, 28 shots for the Hawks. Hits, Sharks were a bit more physical with 20. Hawks with 13. Penalty minutes, 6 for the Sharks and 2 for the Hawks. This was the Will Smith game, basically. Looking at the face-off percentage for both teams, 61% for the Sharks, 39% for the Hawks. That's terrible. If you're winning 39% of face-offs, you're probably not going to win that much because you need the puck. You need puck possession. And starting out without the puck at the draw definitely doesn't help. So that is not looking good, and hopefully we could improve on that later down the line because it does not seem like the center depth, right, is just not able to win draws right now with like Nick Foligno playing 2C as well. It's not going to improve immediately. So we're going to see how that turns out. But Will Smith scores the first goal of the game in the first period, about 7 minutes in. A wicked wrister, nice snipe from him, top corner past Peter Mrazek. Very quick shot as well. He seems like he's going to be a very good player for a long time for the Sharks. So they definitely have a good one there. And he got on the board 2 times last night. But Ryan Donato, he scores about 30 seconds later. Great for the momentum, right, to shut down the Sharks. Donato, nice shot on net from Connor Murphy and Mikheyev. Donato, man, really nice goal. Really nice start to the season for him. Tyler Bertuzzi, he gets the rebound goal on Mackenzie Blackwood from Taylor Hall. Connor Murphy, his 6th assist on the season. So Murphy's racking them up definitely early on. And Tyler Bertuzzi, nice to see him get 3 goals on the early season. Second period, 2 goals from the Sharks, and that ended the scoring for the night. But Alex Wenberg, he gets on the board about a minute and a half into that second period. So hate to see that. They tie up the game in less than 2 minutes in that second period, and that does not feel good. But some good passing from Jake Wallman and Fabian Zetterlund. Good play for Alex Wenberg. And 10 minutes later, Will Smith, he gets his power play goal, his second goal of his career for the Sharks here, 2-in-1 game. And that would conclude the scoring for the night. Third period, no goals scored. A whole ton of pushes from the Hawks, though. A lot of momentum, one or two power plays, right, in that third period, but just not able to get anything going. A few shots off the mark, a little bit too pretty, little too much passing in the O-zone on that power play. I don't know how everyone feels about the power play right now. Starting off hot, right, and now we are cooling off a bit. Just seems like there's too much passing going on. A lot of cycling around the boards, and I know that you do have to play keep away at a, you have to play keep away a bit, but you have to get the puck on net. Whether it's looking to score or looking for a deflection, looking for a rebound, but you have to get the puck on net. And then anything can happen. But those open shooting lanes are not very common, and you have to get the puck on net to get something going, right? I see a few things popping up here from some reporters. Not really any trade rumors right now, but yeah, still early for the trade deadline. Very, very, very early. But there have been some rumors about the Hawks moves, possibly with a 2C, right? The younger 2C, possibly through trade, but it's all smoke right now. We don't know anything about that so early on in the season. So we'll see what happens with that. But definitely some things to look into as well. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up Sharks and Hawks last night. Will Smith, 2 goals, is the first star of the game. Mackenzie Blackwood, 26 saves, 92% save percentage. He's the second star. Alex Wenberg with 1 goal, and he's the third star of the game. So definitely hate to lose to the San Jose Sharks on Halloween. That stinks, and we now have the same record as the Sharks, which also stinks. Yeah, definitely don't want to be the same as the Sharks, right? Looking to improve, and I am completely wrong. We are playing the LA Kings tomorrow night on Thursday or Saturday. Saturday midday, 3 p.m. Central Time, against the LA Kings in LA. So we are in Cali for this weekend. It's going to be interesting. The Kings also lost to the Sharks just recently, so we'll see how Anze Kopitar and the boys fare, right, up against the Hawks this weekend at 3 p.m. on Saturday, so a bit earlier. And I always love those earlier games. I think that's great for the schedule. So we will wrap up that on Saturday and hoping to get a win somehow, some way. Need that Bedard line to get going. Definitely looking for them to contribute a bit more here because we need them. We need them bad. So we'll see you then on Saturday. Hawks and Kings at 3 p.m. So we'll see you then. Let's go Hawks.